Taurus and Capricorn Compatibility. Taurus has a wonderfully harmonious and decidedly fascinating relationship with Capricorn. Lest we forget, Capricorns were originally symbolized by the sea goat in astrology. Their top halves were represented by the likeness of a goat, but their fins were submerged in water. Interestingly, it's this early astrological symbol that describes the conflicted Capricorn existence. They're practical, goal-oriented beings who can stoically endure hardship for years in order to reach the top of the mountain in life. All goats are headed somewhere in life, and it's usually to the top of whatever mountain they decide to scale. Hello Cosmic Fam, welcome to Astrology Experts. In this video series, we've analyzed zodiac sign combinations and their compatibility. Let's find out why some people are drawn to or are magnetized by each other and some just naturally repel. Why is that? Good thing we can always ask the stars. Make sure to watch all the way till the end. Emotions and values. Yet, the Capricorn strength is at odds with this man or woman's repressed emotional core, which can be as raw and vulnerable as any fire or water sign. When loved steadily by a Taurus, who values commitment and emotional security as much as Cap does, the goat feels safe to finally reveal her emotional soul to someone she can trust. Taurus and Cap share a solid bond that can be likened to a rubber band. Even when stretched to its limits, it snaps back solidly in place. And rest assured that these two won't test each other's limits for the sake of getting a rise from one another. They are honest, straightforward people. They both know that true love without trust can break the human soul early on in life, causing a pain too deeply to fully recover from. Compatibility rating 8 out of 10. Friendships. The mutual empathy and like-minded values of goats and bulls often bond them for a lifetime. Capricorn needs both a sound listening board and steady support along her path to the top of whatever mountain she climbs in life. Taurus provides that and much more. He also has a loving, giving nature and nurtures Capricorn's hidden and sensitive heart. Capricorn admires Taurus's no-frills realism because it mirrors her own. Neither are likely to sugarcoat reality, although Taurus does make it sweeter with her Venus-ruled eye for beauty and affinity for being absorbed in the sensual pleasures of life. Capricorn may loosen up, learn how to enjoy the moment, and open up emotionally in the presence of Taurus. Their friendship grows from deep roots of loyalty and devotion. It is based on a high degree of trust. Compatibility rating 9 out of 10. Hey stars, most of you guys are not subscribed to this channel yet, so do that right now and don't miss a new fresh video when we upload. Relationships. Taurus makes Capricorn feel safe to live in her emotional core instead of trying to transcend it with her trademark intellectualism. Speaking of which, Capricorn is a far more analytical person than Taurus, who trusts in his 5 senses and experience of life. Goats are the second sign to relate to life on a largely philosophical level. Although they are grounded and pragmatic enough to relate to Taurus, they seek more uncommon, extraordinary experiences in life than the bull does. This is partly because of their inner quest to become spiritually whole and to transcend whatever restrictions Saturn's rulership has imposed on their lives. These restrictions often manifest as difficult family experiences in which abuse, neglect, or lack of affection from one or both parents created a feeling of isolation. Capricorn wants his or her adult love experience to fulfill what their childhood lacked. Often, that is love. Taurus is defined by his or her loving nature, ruled by Venus. Taurus doesn't feel the need to seek love the way Capricorn does. Rather, bulls embody love. They are love, and so goats are magnetically drawn to them. This relationship has healing potential for both of them. Ruled by feminine negative night forces, Taurians are often perpetually disappointed by the impermanence of life and the transience of love, or at least the human inability to put love above all else as bulls do. Capricorn's steady enduring love feels eternal to Taurus. And with Taurus, Capricorn feels safe to get to the root of her wounds, healing them from the inside out. Compatibility rating 8 out of 10. Marriage. If they marry, and they likely will, they'll consider their commitment sacred and inviolable. It will be etched in stone by the strength of their bond and of their individual characters. Taurus is a fixed earth sign. This means he has the even temperament, determination, and emotional consistency to build a strong foundation for their lives. Both Taurians and Capricorns get a bad rap for being materialistic, which is true to a degree. Even the most artistic, free-spirited Capricorns usually want to turn their creativity into something tangible. They want to make a name for themselves in the world of arts and entertainment. Taurians also value status and the security that comes with financial security. Goats and bulls don't believe in any luck. Aside from the luck they make themselves with hard work and determination. They're likely to carve out a sanctuary for themselves in nature somewhere. Even if their careers, their need to stay connected to the arts, and their love for the finer things keep them living in the city, they will save up for a country home if they can. Even if it's a ramshackle, rented cabin in the woods, these two need to get away from the city sometimes. For them, the earth is replenishing, and being in nature renews the spirit. You see, they're not actually materialists, at least not truly. The illusions and falsehoods of this materialistic world are exhausting to them. City living clogs their channel to the soul, which is found in the natural world. Their home life grew from their roots in the earth. Many of them choose to have families, instilling values of both love and ambition in their children. Only if the sun and moon aspects of their charts are misaligned will life be one long-winded battle of wills. If this is the case, they may grow bored more easily than ghosts and bulls with more favorable aspects in their charts. But even then, their commonalities may be strong enough to keep them together. Compatibility rating 8 out of 10. Hey stars, let us know what you think of today's video. We'd really love it if you share your experiences to us and everyone watching this. If you're an introvert, even online, that's fine too. You can always privately send and share this to your star peoples. Before we proceed, hit that like button so we'll know that you enjoy watching videos like these from us. Communication. Ruled by feminine negative forces, both Caps and Bulls descend into pessimism and gloom at times. Even in their highest moods, no one could mistake either of them for sunny optimists. Edgar Allan Poe was a Capricorn. We need only to cursorily glance at the Raven to get a glimpse into the dark depths of Capricorn despair. However, the Bull's loving nature and ability to make Cap feel safe brings joy to her life, and Capricorns tend to age backward, shredding Saturn's restrictions and Venus-ruled Bulls and inhibitions over time. They allow themselves to be swept away by the romantic Venus-ruled Bulls. Both Caps and Bulls are deeply sentimental creatures who tend to glorify the past. This is especially true for the history of their love as it grows into something beautiful. Compatibility rating 6 out of 10. Sex and intimacy. Unless their sun and moon are misaligned, sexuality is probably the area of greatest satisfaction for them. Taurians don't need a lot of fantasy to be wholly satisfied by sex. They are so sensual and attuned to their environment that the smoothness of the lover's skin or even the earthy rose scent of a candle by the bedside can sustain the Bull's ecstasy for hours. Capricorn also favors a heavily physical expression of love, but beyond the physical, Capricorn and Taurian lovers share a tantric spiritual bond. Their souls are connected by a pulsing spiritual cord that can't be seen, but can be fully felt. Their mutual empathy leaves no emotional distance between these ordinarily aloof signs. However, the goat's expression of love is so straightforward and intense that he may speed ahead as if toward an end. Taurus wants to luxuriate in sensation and sensuality, savoring the subtle nuances of their lovemaking. If the goat can be open to the Bull's loving nature, he will be seduced into staying in the moment. Cap's shyness, which may be masked by overconfidence or detachment, will melt away with sweet time, which is on their side. Compatibility rating 8 out of 10. Taurus and Capricorn compatibility pros. Caps and Taurians value security enough to make each other feel safe. They open up to each other more easily than they do other signs. Cap's love doesn't come easy, but Taurus thinks things that come easily aren't worth having. If they're romantically involved, they both express emotions physically. They don't need as much lip service as the other signs require. Taurus and Capricorn Compatibility cons. Taurus may be more inclined toward a path of least resistance. This leaves Capricorn lacking the extraordinary life experiences she secretly needs. Taurus is stubborn, and his passive resistance is immovable. Capricorn is also stubborn and a cardinal leadership sign. This means she stubbornly imposes her will on Taurus more often than the bull would like. They may fuel each other's anxieties, discouraging each other from taking healthy risks that yield growth. Summary of Taurus and Capricorn. As mentioned briefly before, Capricorn's cardinal leadership status means that this earth sign can be quite forceful when moving her proverbial mountains. But Taurus is a mountain that can't be moved unless one has patience, quiet persistence, and active faith that Capricorn does. Taurus is more likely to be moved to compromise if Capricorn indulges his loving nature and lots of affection, sensual pampering, and reassurance. In friendship, their mutual empathy and steady support of each other often bonds them for a lifetime. Overall compatibility rating, 8 out of 10. We're glad you made it all the way through. You can find your zodiac compatibility here on this playlist. If you're single and don't want to mingle yet, click that subscribe button and let's work on yourself first. Come visit our website, astrologyexperts.com. Learn about zodiac signs and so much more over there. Thanks for watching and see you next time.